Too much, I got way too many enemies, gotta be with the muggy diamonds, they never could fool us. Backstage at the show, gon' choose up. ATL to the shotties, flued up. Michael Tyson, no one. To the undisputed, it was undefeated. Once I hit another city, then the number get deleted. The undisputed, then it's undefeated. Once I seen a person who the overrated, knew the different with the filters and the makeup. Got a I'm about to shake a skirt, about to make it work for the baby. Box in the wrist, too much. 4 Giados on the bench, too much. Too much, I did too much. All this money that I got, I can never get too much. All these that I got, I can never get booed up. All these cars on the lot, I be switching the shoes up. All this money that I got, I can never get too much. Rocks in the wrist, too much. 4 Giados on the bench, too much. Too much, I did too much. All this money that I got, I can never get too much. All these that I got, I can never get booed up. All these cars on the lot, I be switching the shoes up. All this money that I got, I can never get too much. I get 200 a verse and 200 for a show. I need 400. Why you doing all that typing? We've been trying to up the scope. On the gram, Cinderella on the week. How much did the Phantom cost? Bag too much. Driver give me there when I'm too clutch with another. All black, red inside, 2 plush go. And designer new Balenciaga with Adidas. Mama knew I was a hustler in the stomach as a fetus. I was back and forth the court and now I'm balling alopecia. Molly calling me a cause I fell in love with Keisha. Can you point out all the haters? I can't see them through these cottage. And my newest cause I watch when you having plenty of bread, all the pigeons come flocking. You feel me? True be told, I'ma always show the real me. It's chilly, bust down creeping with the matching Richard Millie.
Your third option is ex-Zimmerman in the right, standing along the baseline. Throws a pass fake and then drops a low bounce around 2 players to the phenomenal finish. It's like he had eyes in the back of their heads. Great vision. Closing out with twisters in the rack. They receive the bounce hoop and pay it forward for a double lob. That's the kind of free-flowing basketball we love to see.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Bill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. And it's Baldwin in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, they've got Kyrie Irving, also Sharp out there, and it's Goodwin in at the 3. Well, Clark, on paper, a bit of a mismatch here. A clear favorite in this one.
And, you know, that bodes well, I think, for the underdog because there's nothing to lose. Nobody's expecting you to prevail, and it gives you a chance to play, I think, with a lot of freedom.
Here we go. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Here's Rodgers, and there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Here's Sohan. Here's Rodgers, down low. And he jams it home with authority.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Sharp. Outside for Irving. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Shooting for
You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
We're about a minute into the first. Count that one.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Rogers. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nice touch on the finish.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Picked his pocket. It's Sharp on the wing. Sohan with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
Pass to Goodwin. Sohan with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Rogers. And here's Wembanyama. Misses the layup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls.
At the line for Dallas, Woolridge.
And so he makes both from the line. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And he lobs it up top.
And how sweet was that play?
10-point pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Woolridge. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And he gets it back. 6 on the shot clock. Goodwin, no good.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Rogers. Shakes him. Mavericks with the rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Sharp. No points yet. Here's Laravia. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's Rogers. Pass to Branham. Here's Rogers. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Dallas calls timeout. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
This team downed them in last year's conference finals, ultimately ending their championship dreams.
Yeah, bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. In third, the Spurs.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Here's Sharp. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Woolridge. Dallas, no good that time either.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
When you keep your eyes up, good things tend to happen. Excellent pass ahead.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Goodwin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Laravia. a rebound by the Spurs. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
It was a combination of their great defense and their opponent's poor offensive execution.
No question about it. I mean, it's all about the results, right? And if you can limit open looks, sometimes you can get into an opponent's head. So even when they do spring free, they lack the confidence, or at least are distracted and aren't able to knock those shots down.
Here's Goodwin. After the basket by San Antonio. To end the run, it's hauled in by Wembanyama.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Rogers. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. How key is it to get off to a good start at this early portion of the schedule, Clark?
You know, it varies, but I do think it matters more than you think, B.A., especially in the locker room. You know, you get off to a good start, everybody's feeling good, and you can build on that kind of momentum. If it goes bad early, things can fracture and splinter and make it tough for you.
And Dallas calls time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
13th in points off turnovers, and they got a spot in the top half of the NBA for fewest turnovers per game. They do a pretty solid job protecting the ball on the dribble and making smart passes.
And let's go back to the transition game. They run the break as well as anybody. You might outwork them, but you're not going to outrun them. Woolridge. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and will make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And I heard Giannis Antetokounmpo say he would have loved to go to your alma mater, Grant, because of all the tall and skilled players that have come out of Duke.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure he mentioned me on that list, but certainly nice to hear that from Giannis.
Markkanen's checked in for Sohan. Sharp passes to Arabia. Baldwin with a rebound. Baldwin's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Thomas, he's checked in for San Antonio.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Sharp passes to Lively. Here's Sharp, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. For San Antonio, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Rogers, that's good. The great one's got 12 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Harris is checked in for San Antonio.
Harris.
Pass to Baldwin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With his first shot attempt. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Now here's Johnson. Still without a bucket. To the inside. Markkanen misses.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Woolridge. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper. Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Woolridge has to Lively. They still need this. And it's Thomas with the rebound. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 16-point lead. Markkanen with it. Here's Thomas. Unloads from 13. Williams grabs the board. Here's Sharp. And there's the rejection. Pass to Baldwin. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him. Pass to Markkanen. And stolen by Williams. Johnson against George. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
From deep, Johnson. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Sharp. Woolridge, pounded by Harris. George feels it out a bit. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Here's Baldwin. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Markkanen's got room. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to George for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. On offense, here are the Spurs. Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him. Here's Markkanen. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Spurs leading by 17. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Wembanyama out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard position.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Wembanyama, no good. Wembanyama's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Goodwin, coming off a 31-point game. Outside Irving, lets the three fly. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Baldwin. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Baldwin's got 8 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. 6 to shoot. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Throws it up high. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. And that one good. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
The great one passes to Baldwin. Drops in the 3. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
The shot. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Here's Rogers. He's guarded by Irving. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the Mavericks call time here. We've had many impactful European players throughout the years, Clark. What makes their style of play so different?
You know, I think it's really how they're trained from the time they start playing the game, B.A. Every player, regardless of size, is taught to think and feel and play the game fundamentally sound. And I love that. I think that's something that should be mimicked in the States. Train kids to play the game the right way in all aspects of it, no matter how small or tall they are.
And the Spurs with some changes. Sohan's checked in for Markkanen, and it's George in for Baldwin. Goodwin passes to Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He contributed 31 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Irving. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 15-6 run to the paint. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Irving, the pass to Arabia. Here's Goodwin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rogers misses. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's George. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. George has got 5 now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Rogers. He's got 16. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Irving, the pass to Goodwin. Now Kessler, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Arabia. No good with the triple. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Out to the right wing. Here's Branham. Offline with a 3. Well, the Mavericks shooting just around 26% for the game. Pass to Kessler. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Here's Rogers. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 18 points for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
It's good. The Great Ones got 8 points in the quarter.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Outside Irving. Buries the easy one. Irving's got 13 now.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's Rogers. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Irving, the pass to Kessler. Here's Goodwin. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he comes up with a bucket.
I'll tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Rogers, that's good. The Great Ones got 24 points.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, That's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Fleming. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's George. And George with the jam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Got a hand on it. Outside Irving. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 18.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Basket counts.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 53% here in the second quarter. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Rogers. He's guarded by Irving. George, no good.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. George finds Irving. And the Mavericks, another three.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Rogers. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Friday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Thomas, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Paul George. George, right side. There's the three. San Antonio with a rebound. Thomas has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Rogers. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Pass to Lively. Now Irving. The three. Pure from three-point range. Irving's got 24.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Sohan. Here's Rogers. He has 29 now. Over Irving. Tipped. Here's Sharp. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Keldon Johnson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. Here in the second, at least from the line, they're perfect. Hopefully that gets them going in other areas as well.
Here's Rogers. He's guarded by Irving. Markkanen, the pass to the great one. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Irving. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 17. Count that bucket. He's got 26.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
Rogers. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 17.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Woolridge, pounded by Harris. Lively with the bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rogers. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Dallas shooting just 37% in the game. Woolridge. It's hauled in by Rogers. Great D that time from Irving. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Shaedon Sharpe out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's the 3, and that's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 29.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Yep, count it.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Irving. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Dallas with possession. 15-point game. Here's LaRavia. Another 3 for Dallas.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Rogers. That one's good for 2. The Great One's got 34 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.